I think it is a sign of relief because it is indicating that illiberal democracies also have problems in remaining in power. We all must remember that Viktor Orban was not only one EU leader, he has been someone who has been pushing in terms of moving countries into an illiberal direction. So the fact that he has now lost and lost strongly, despite the support which he received very openly from the US, but also covertly from others, including Russia, is a strong sign. It sounded very national interest oriented, so when it comes to Ukraine, well, it is a strong message, the fact that Orban has lost, and has lost also very strongly towards the US, towards Russia, towards everyone who had been supporting him. The current Trump administration was strongly supporting him. The visit of Vance to Budapest just before the election was a strong sign of support. So the fact that someone who has been strongly supported by Washington and by Moscow has been defeated and has been hugely defeated in his country is also a signal towards these governments, administrations, that there's a limit in terms of how you can affect elections in the member states. Political and how he was involved in that which he wanted to disassociate himself from. We've seen that in the past, Viktor Orban has been among those who had been pushing back when it comes to sanctions. At the end of the day, he always conceded. He always said we can find a compromise, and there was a compromise which was found. Lately, it has become more difficult. With a new government in place, I think that this will be easier to find compromises at the European Union level. But let's not forget, it has not always been the Hungarians who have been difficult when it comes to sanctions. Everyone has particular national interest, so it will remain difficult, but it will become easier now when it comes to sanctions vis-à-vis Russia.
Do you think the electorate in Hungary was ready for a change?
Well, first, the new government will have to come into place, but then there are certain files which need to move on very quickly. The first and most important one is the 90 billion loan to Ukraine, where there has been an obstruction from Orban and his government, where the expectation is that a compromise will be found, that the problems will be overcome. And I think that then there is an expectation from the EU side that Hungary will enter a path of reform, will try to move back to being a pluralist, liberal democracy, and that this will be something which the new government in Hungary will be pushing forward rather quickly, and the fact that they now have a strong majority in parliament, a very strong majority, will allow them to do so. So that also is something which makes the Hungarian case very particular. And the final thing is that often member states were hiding behind Viktor Orban. His obstruction, his veto at the European Union level, at the highest political level in the European Council, has also been an easy way for others to argue we cannot go further than we would want to because we're being obstructed by Viktor Orban and his government. Now this argument will no longer be flying, so that could also put pressure on the EU and other member states to further advance when it comes to reforming the European Union. And the move for change becomes much stronger.